The Apollo 11 moon landing, humanity's giant leap. On July 20th, 1969, humanity achieved something that had once seemed impossible. Humans walked on the moon. The Apollo 11 mission didn't just make headlines, it inspired generations, changed our understanding of space, and proved that human ambition could reach beyond Earth. The story of Apollo 11 begins in the 1960s, at the height of the Cold War. The United States and the Soviet Union were locked in a space race, each striving to demonstrate technological and political superiority. The Soviets had taken an early lead, launching the first artificial satellite, Sputnik, in 1957, and sending the first human, Yuri Gagarin, into space in 1961. The United States needed a bold goal to reclaim leadership, and President John F. Kennedy provided one in 1961, landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to Earth before the decade was out. NASA, the United States Space Agency, took on this challenge with determination and innovation. The Apollo program was massive, involving hundreds of thousands of engineers, scientists, and technicians working across the country. Rockets had to be designed that could escape Earth's gravity. Spacecraft had to be built to protect astronauts from the vacuum of space, and life support systems had to keep humans alive in an environment that was completely hostile to life. Apollo 11 carried 3 astronauts: Neil Armstrong, Edwin Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins. Collins stayed in orbit around the moon in the command module, while Armstrong and Aldrin descended to the lunar surface in the lunar module, known as the Eagle. On July 20th, as Armstrong piloted the lunar module over the moon's rugged terrain, alarms went off and fuel levels were low. Yet Armstrong demonstrated calm skill, manually guiding the Eagle to a safe landing in the Sea of Tranquility. The world watched as, at 10:56 p.m. Eastern Time, Armstrong stepped onto the lunar surface and uttered the famous words, "That is one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." Buzz Aldrin soon followed, and together they conducted experiments, collected samples of lunar rock, and planted the American flag. Every move was broadcast live on television, bringing the experience of space exploration into homes around the globe. Meanwhile, Michael Collins orbited the moon alone in the command module, keeping the systems running and awaiting their safe return. The mission lasted just over 8 days. After leaving the moon, the astronauts safely rejoined Collins in the command module and returned to Earth, splashing down in the Pacific Ocean on July 24, 1969. The landing was met with celebrations, awe, and relief worldwide. It marked the first time humans had visited another celestial body and returned safely. Beyond the excitement, Apollo 11 had a profound impact on science and technology. The mission advanced our understanding of space travel, developed new technologies used in countless industries, and inspired a generation of scientists, engineers, and dreamers. The images of Earth from the moon sparked a new awareness of our planet's fragility, giving rise to movements focused on environmental protection and global cooperation. Apollo 11 also demonstrated the power of human collaboration. Tens of thousands of people contributed to the mission's success, showing that even the most ambitious goals can be achieved when people work together. It wasn't just a triumph for the astronauts, it was a triumph for human ingenuity, curiosity, and perseverance. Today, more than 50 years later, the moon landing remains one of the most iconic achievements in history. It reminds us that limits exist only in our imagination, and that bold dreams can lead to extraordinary accomplishments. The Apollo 11 is not just a story about space. It is a story about what humanity can achieve when we dare to reach for the stars. So, the next time you look up at the moon, remember the small steps taken by Armstrong and Aldrin, and the giant leap humanity took that night. It's a story of courage, ingenuity, and the unending quest to explore the unknown. A story that will continue to inspire generations for as long as we gaze at the sky.